Hello, everybody. Thanks for catching our new episode of the Optimized Web Media podcast. It is episode number 5. And in today's video, I'm going to change things up a bit. Before, I had actually gone through some of the latest news in digital marketing. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how I would learn digital marketing if I can start all over. uh, Today is the year 2024, and so this would pertain to the year 2024. It's one of those skill sets that I think is so invaluable in that if you ever wanted to create your own business, your own coaching or consulting business, knowing how to brand and uh, drive the right traffic, target traffic of your ideal customers or clients to your digital online presence, be it a website or social media platforms. Digital marketing is the skill set to know. And if you're new to this podcast, we are on all the major, well, I guess not all, but we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts. And if you're listening to us on there, feel free to download and give us a positive review. It really helps us get our word out to a large audience. We also upload our podcast in video format, so you actually see visuals on our YouTube channel. So YouTube podcast, you can actually subscribe and comment to our videos on there. And so with that said, let's get straight into this video. So I wrote down a couple things so I ensure that I don't miss anything here. But the key thing is that as mentioned, knowing digital marketing. What is digital marketing skills, right? So it encompasses a number of disciplines. You got search engine optimization, SEO, which is organic traffic to your website. PPC advertising, paid ads. So you buy media on the variety of search engine marketing platforms such as Google Ads. There's also Facebook, Instagram ads, Bing ads, and the like. And I would even go further to say that it's also important to do a level of market research and competitive analysis, and then thorough keyword research, because that would actually enable you to fully understand who your target market are in order to drive the right traffic to your website. You want to be able to identify the keywords that people are searching for on the various search engines, right? In order to understand what keywords to kind of focus on with respect to your content, right, that you develop. And so having this can help develop your brand, create brand awareness and customer engagement, and then they can send in inquiry to learn more about your services, and then you can pitch them and sign them up as a client or customer. So super important to do that. So, so we talked about social media, SEO, PPC. There's also email marketing, and so you can actually start creating content that will actually get them into your email list, and then you can send targeted emails to them. So really important to note that these skills can be learned online. There's a lot of great courses online as well. That I think is probably the best way to learn. There's a lot of free content on, say, for instance, YouTube. You can also find it on the other social media platforms, but taking a course can help to distill all the information, because there's a lot of information out there, and then they're all kind of all over the place. If you take a course, hopefully it's a good, reputable course that they can actually walk you through all the nitty gritty. And other courses where you can actually take action after going through a lesson plan, so then you can actually apply the things that you've learned. So yeah, I would actually download ebooks, blogs, read blogs, and take online courses. I'm a firm believer in leveling up by learning, right? And so if you want to kind of spearhead your learning process, take an online course, because someone had probably just kind of filtered out all the noise and provided the best kind of curriculum, hopefully, to enable you to learn digital marketing, right? The way that I had learned digital marketing, I've taken some online courses, but also I actually took action, right? So the next thing is to actually practice the digital marketing skills, right? And so For instance, I learned how to design a website. I first utilized WordPress. So I learned how to get the domain name, hosting, uh, launch a WordPress website, design it to the way that I wanted to. And through that, I was able to create a seven-figure business, a multi-seven-figure business. And so, just learning that was invaluable. And so I actually own, the digital marketing agency Optimize Webmedia, and that's what I did. I first started by learning how to create the website, and then I set up all the social media accounts, right? And then once I had enough capital built up, then I hired a team, and also I started to invest into ads. I allocated a set percentage of my sales towards advertising to try to fuel the growth, right? And so we focus on Google ads, LinkedIn ads, Facebook and Instagram ads. It's one of those things where if you don't even try it yourself, where you're actually managing your own ad budget, you may not, because it's your money, you probably want to dial it in and just dial it, focus on building your skill set and building and launching campaigns, and iterating, improving, optimizing your campaigns, right? And so I think that's the best way to learn, actually, right? To actually practice the skills that you learn. You learn through mistakes. You take some risks. You create hypotheses, experiment, A/B test, iterate, improve based on the data, right? And so number three, learn from professionals. So yeah, it's good idea to try to learn from those that are kind of that are better than you, right? And so, for instance, if you want to learn tennis, you want to try to learn from someone who's actually played many more years than you, that actually knows how to play the game, right? And so, similar to that, you want to try to align with somebody people that actually are winning in the game of digital marketing, and then try to learn from them, right? And so that, I think, is really important to do. There's a lot of great digital marketers online that have great online presence, and they have great content, right? So next one is build a strong digital presence. And so, if aren't ready to start a business, and create your own corporate website, perhaps the next best way to, in terms of creating that digital assets, be it a website and social media accounts, is to actually create a personal brand. And you can actually brand it the way that you want it to, right? And so if you want to portray yourself as, for instance, a personal finance expert, personal trainer, personal trainer, diet coach, things like that, you can actually build that presence. And so that's a great way to also learn digital marketing, right? You want to build out your website and then create your social media accounts. If you can remember earlier in this podcast, I talked about understanding your market. So do your market research and competitor analysis, and find the top 3 to 5 competitors in your market space, and then try to mimic what they're doing and do it better, right? And so, be it better content, quality content, more personable content, create an online brand, and when you do that, you'd be surprised that people actually reach out to you, right? And then you got a business, right? And so, like I said, when you're managing your own digital marketing assets, you actually learn a ton, because you're actually, doing the steps of learn when you're actually doing, you're actually learning too at the same time, right? So next one is number 5. Be aware of digital marketing trends. So always important to stay on top of the latest and greatest, and that's why we recommend you guys keep up and follow us on social media, as we provide digital marketing news and provide you guys with the latest and greatest. It is constantly evolving, especially with AI now. There's a ton of information out there, and you need to stay current, especially if you are a digital marketer. You have, for instance, digital marketing director or manager, or within a company, or you have a business, and so you need to stay on top of the latest greatest, because search trends will change, it will evolve, and so you have to stay on top of that, right? Ask for feedback. Yeah, definitely. Number 6, try to learn from your mistakes and try to get feedback. You can, once you finish your website, you can ask some colleagues or friends and ask for feedback. How can you actually improve this, right? If you have early customers, then you can ask for feedback. Oh, what was it about a website that that made you want to reach out to us? And so those things you want to try to get feedback. You can also ask when people reach out to you through email or call. You can ask, oh, how did you find us? Was it through social media post or an ad? Getting those insights can help you better attribute your data that converted, and then that way, and you can actually try to double down on that and try to do more of that to, because that is a winning formula for it, right? So next is build credibility, be results driven, be punctual with your deliverables, be truthful. So similar to that of like, building up your brand, you want to build up your credibility and be an expert in your an authority in your space. Number 9, network. For sure, you need to network, and so you can comment on social media posts, comment on blogs, you know, go to networking events, and that way, I think that it's a great way to actually, your network is your net worth, right? And so you want to try to build relationships, strong relationships with people in the industry. Uh, so here are some kind of benefits of learning digital marketing. We already touched upon a lot of them already, but it's easy to specialize actually. When you start getting good at honing in on, for instance, SEO, technical SEO, you day in day out, you're really good at optimizing the website for improving organic search, getting better at social media marketing, creating content that really hits home, right? Prospect for growth to help grow your business, create a high demand for your skill set, right? And that way you can actually continue to grow your business, especially if you're a consultant or coach. It can also help you find a career. So if you're a student or you're already a digital marketer, but you want to move up the corporate ladder, it's easier to the great thing about digital marketing is actually you can actually gather a lot of data, right? That will enable you to actually showcase your results, and that way you can actually continue to level up your career. You can also promote your business further. So yeah, there's a lot of great resources out there, like I said, to learn. We are definitely one of them. So if you feel value, if you obtain value from this video or this podcast, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, definitely be on the lookout for our future videos, that especially when we get into digital marketing news. With that said, thank you guys all very much for tuning in, and until next time, have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye now.